Woohoo! Okay, fixed it, we are here. Okay. Okay, we are here. Wait a second. All right. Hello, Gregor. Finally, it's working. So, it's working. You hear me properly, right? So, it appeared that for some damn stupid reason, the Streamlabs just like changed the output of my mic for some unknown device. Damn, I have no idea why it happens. I literally was testing it like 20 minutes ago before the stream. Every time before I start the stream, you know, I run these checks. So I check the I record like this fake stream where I check sound and video, and it was all right. And once I hit go live, it changed the source, the output of my mic to some non-existing. That's why you didn't hear me. Whew. We wasted 16 minutes. I am terribly sorry, guys. I apologize. Now it should be working properly. Okay. I'm sorry we wasted that time, but finally it's working. Let's get back, or let's start with our streams. So let's give guys a couple of seconds. Meanwhile, we could chat. So, what I was doing. Gregor, welcome, brother. Jakub, hello, brother. Hello, Alex. Hello, Chickenator. I'm glad you're here. I hope Kidbash Carnage will also join. Okay. Phew. Good. Madhazar, zdravím. Hello, brother. Ciao, ciao. Okay, I will show you, meanwhile, I will give you a little quiz, a little question. Hello, Kidbash Carnage. Glad you're back. Hello, Pati Yuga. Hello, guys. Okay, can you tell me what is this? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. I will just put you a little hint. And I am curious if you can guess it correctly. Oh, okay, you know. You know. Yeah, exactly, it's a little compressor. I get this little bugger from, how is the Chinese app called? Temu. So I gave it a little test, and this little stuff is actually good. It cost me like what, 20 euro, which is like nothing. And this stuff is really good. I even primed with it. Of course, it's not accurate, but you can prime with it. And today we're gonna, right now actually, in a couple of seconds, we're gonna be. Thank you very much for subscribing, brother. We're gonna be giving a little test. So I'm gonna be running contrast paints through this, and on paper it should create this nice splattering effect, because today we're gonna be painting some base layers on this lovely gentleman, and mainly we will focus on the base. So I will just give him a few coats of this Black Bear Flash, which is contrast paint from Game Workshop. And let's put my theory to the test. For the record, I did not try it before. to run a contrast paint. I just prime something with it and try to do a little OSL, but the pressure is too weak, so it creates this splattering effect. So let's first try it on, let's say, this unpainted frog. Oh yeah, good. So it's doing something, at least it's not clogging. Right off the bat, but nothing else in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I thought, Gregor. But, by the way, can I call you Gregor? Because in Slovak, this is common name, and it's Gregor. But I guess I should pronounce it Grzegorz. Is that correct? Tell me. Diego, hi. Here we go again for another great live stream. Well, brother, thank you very much, Diego, that you're here. I'm looking forward. I got mine post yesterday, half from Temu. For €9, it's even cheaper than this one. Nice. I can get 3 for the price of 1 pack of smokes. Why not? Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. At first it looks like this vaping machine. Okay, let's put this to the test. So, a little more talking. I'm base coating it after the Zenithal Prime to have this nice flesh tone, which is Blackberry Fresh. It's very flesh, so it's very suitable, very fitting for this monster. And let's do it. And look, it's working, and it's not even splattering, which is even better. Because going manually or with the brush would take me a long time. So, and let's try to aim so the club, his club will not be painted, but it's not very precise, but it's doing its job, as you can see. So I want him to be base coated in this contrast paint, so he has nice sickly looking greenish skin. And soon after this we're gonna be oil washing it, so we basically will do the same recipe as we did 2 days ago on our diorama base. By the way, when I look at it in my other studio under the good light, and it's rotating down there, you can see it below, and it turned out absolutely amazing. So I'm glad we did it. So, oh, now it's clogged. Oh, come on! No! Oh, okay. We're back at it. Whew. Always something. So now you can see it live that apparently it clogged. So maybe my fault, I should have been thinning it. Okay. No worries. We'll try the good old backfire technique. So now you know what not to do. So contrast paints apparently clog it, like after what? 1 minute, 2 minutes. Funny that when I was trying to prime with my homemade primer, it worked perfectly and it didn't clog. But contrast paints are this super sticky apparently, and they are clogging even my regular airbrush. So I can't say it's unusual. Oh, now we are back. Good. Apparently I unclogged it. How long does this thing last? I mean, battery without unplugging? Because what I tried, it was plugged in. What is his life on full battery? Like 15 minutes of airbrushing? I mean, it's little compressor will take a lot of energy, I guess. Okay, let's do it differently. Let's move the needle a little bit back, like this, and see. Now it's clogged. I'm living in the Netherlands and no one can say my name. So because of that I'm Gregor for about 10 years now. So Grzegorz, right? I think there's two settings, high and low, and do not push button twice or how it... No, this one has just one speed. I have 2k army to do when I get home, this is not a good sign. Well, you know that contrast paints are not a good idea. Let's try backfire it a bit. No, it's completely fucked. It's completely fucked. Hello guys on TikTok. How you doing? So, okay, it's cooked. It's cooked. It lasted for about good solid 2 minutes before it clocked. Let me try to move needle all the way up, away. Madazar is saying in Czech that it seems like that the pressure on the aquarium machine have bigger pressure. I think yes. Can you believe that some YouTubers are actually like paid to promote, even hobby YouTubers, I shall not name them, but they're paid to promote these shits from Temu. Imagine doing like promo to this and saying it's good, or trying to say it's good. Like, hey guys, buy this, you will not ever need a big airbrush. No. Alright, so at least we tried, at least we know. But how do I unclock this? Let me... Oh, now it's doing something. And now it's having, look, now it's having this splattering effects, and I forgot to press recording. By the way, I've already 7-minute video of what we did 2 days ago, so I'll be releasing it tomorrow on my YouTube channel, so you can watch like the best parts of that, and it will be form of a tutorial. Gladly I recorded in HD. And this is what I was initially wanted to do. You see the splatters on there? Okay, but then I think now it's cooked. It's officially cooked. I wish it lasts at least... You know what I'll do? I will thin it down a bit. Maybe that's what I should have done before. Yes, we're gonna be thinning it. This is basically the only thing why we need it for today, just to make this base coat with the Plague Bearer flesh. And while this will be drying, we'll do the metallic parts with our oily steel, true metallic color. That's gonna be also quick. No, first we're gonna do the club. First we do the club. I will leave horns as they are. And maybe... No, I will leave the horns as they are, because all those mushroom I like. This is a Nurgle stuff, right? So I like these sickly green looking mushrooms which we did with our oil washes. I will leave the... and it clogged again. Oh no, nice, it's running. At least for hopefully a couple of seconds till I finish like this. So I will leave these colored mushrooms for Gloomspite Gits. Nurgle have these sickly looking mushrooms. And guys, I've made up really good lore for this army. So, who among you here is familiar with Tamurkan's story? I was mentioning it that YouTuber name, or lore tuber named Inept General. He's, by the way, my favorite lore creator of the old world. Like, check him out. he's doing amazing stuff. So here's this almost 3 hours long lore of Tamurkhan, right from the book. And who among you is familiar with this? Please raise hands. Meanwhile, I will read a few of you guys saying. Jakob is saying that was quick. Maybe if you buy 10 of them, you'll be able to make it. Yes. 10 of them are actually equal to the original, the big compressor, probably. Look how nasty this looks. It absolutely doesn't matter because predominantly we're gonna be painting it with oils. I just need at least something here. Now it looks absolutely awful, but it's totally okay. Oils will save us. I'm trying to avoid hitting them on stones. And we'll soon be done. Okay. Just a few more. So anyway, back to my question: who is familiar with Tamurkhan's lore? Unfortunately, but check it later. Yeah, if you like Nurgle, definitely check it out because it has one of the most amazing stories when it comes to like a Nurgle champions. There is one specific passage from that lore that when he was like doing his massive campaign, which his end goal was to siege Nuln, he was going through the mountains at some point and he encountered absolutely massive hordes of orcs and goblins, especially, and trolls, predominantly trolls, led by ancient goblin shaman on a white spider. And it was a good fight and very, very well written fight. So I do recommend you to check it out. But Tamurkhan won. And my lore, what will be for this army is that he defeated. By the way, they almost lost. Like this goblin shaman and his thousands of goblins and trolls almost overwhelmed the massive Nurgle host. And Tamurkhan has also demons with him, not just the Norsemen and plague ogres. He also had, of course, his plague dragon Bubu Belos and even the great unclean ones, couple of them. And they almost lost. The trolls and goblins kicked their butts. So, but the conflict ended by Tamurkhan having a duel with this ancient nameless goblin shaman. It's a shame that they didn't made a name for this because it appeared that he was pretty powerful character. So, but here I come. So he won. Thank you very much for subscribing. So he won the duel, right? So Tamurkhan 1v1 this ancient shaman on the pale spider. He won and he cut him in half. And my lore starts that this shaman, he didn't die right away. So he has his half body cut and he was like crawling. Everybody presumed he was dead, his hordes scattered and Nurgle guys won, right? So he was like crawling to the... And bleeding Bad Moon, their god, the god of insanity and god of goblins, to save him or to do something to give him power. And what Bad Moon did is they turned his blind eye to him, he forsake him. But as this ancient goblin shaman was cursing and pleading for help, the other voice started to whisper to him. And the voice was none other than Papa Nurgle. So, to shorten it up, this shaman, I will tell you even the name. I remembered it. I don't remember it, but I wrote it down. Let me just quickly check it. His name was... where are you? Corpse Shroom. His name is Fungarak, the reason. And the reason is because that while he was pleading for help, the Papa Nurgle struck a deal with him. And the deal consists of that he will resurrect Fungarak and give him a power, and in return he will serve a Nurgle by acquiring the huge hosts and like spread his diseases. But the theme of this army will be that the new body which Fungarak received is this giant... I need to show you. I just need to figure out how. Let me fetch my phone. And I don't want to switch to the different screen right now because it would mess what we're painting right now, but I'm gonna show you the other way by so while I'm digging it, we continue with lore. So basically he transformed him into this mushroom looking goblin hybrid, and also the whole army will be themed that all his warriors, like little goblin trolls, will basically sprout mushrooms from like the parts of their body, and we're gonna be doing all that units based on that. So let me know if you can see it. So this is him, right? You can see like his half of the body is cut, he transformed, like all remains is like his mushroom form with long arms, and his now tattered robes have already a Nurgle bells, and behind him have this little cauldron with spores, and his abilities will be like sewing this or like spreading these spores, and like these magic nasty looking plague mushrooms will sprout all across the battlefield, and we will do the terrain like matching this theme, and it's gonna be absolutely awesome. So we already did like this troll transformed to a leech, right? This mutant. So we have this Etin. This is also one of the giants which got like transformed into like sprouting 2 heads, multiple eyes and stuff. We are still sculpting the bad leech flies, and these little guys which I call crooklings. Right now I'm working on a different design, so they will keep these basic aesthetics, and they will be sprouting mushrooms from their head. So imagine like these mutants, and creatures such as like these shrouds, which is a mix between a toad and a mushroom, will remain, and they nicely complement the army. And this is gonna be a huge project, so all things which I promised will be maintained, such as every single unit will have a diorama base, and this is gonna be something you never seen. I promise you that. Stakes are high. So, what is the chat saying? Sorry, I wasn't looking. Hello, big man. Hello, Steam player. Glad you're here. Damn good deal. Hello, Maho. Hello, Felix. What did I miss? Well, you missed 15 minutes of technical problems from the start where my mic wasn't working. Besides that, I was just explaining a little change of our new lore for this whole army which we are doing. And we just primed, or not primed, it was, how would you call it? We give it code of contrast planes to this shitty airbrush from Temu. And that is basically it. So now you're up to date. And it's probably good that they didn't give this shaman a name. At least we can build on that. So right now I'm painting true metallics with I'm painting metal parts with true metallic colors, and which shows oily steel from AK Interactive. So we'll give it a nice benevolent coat. It's gonna be washed, and rust will be added, a lot of rust. And the difference, because you may be asking that the aesthetics of this army will be similar to Gloomspite Gits, And that's where we need to differentiate it. That's why we chose the different scheme for the mushroom. So this will be like either this pale white corpse shrooms or these like greenish plague shrooms. We will not be doing the bright looking toadstools like Gloomspite kids have. So no reds, no purples. We will keep the colors more to the death side. And this project will be absolutely amazing. It's gonna be huge. I'm not promising we will finish painting this guy today, but I will promise you that at least we do the base. And the rest, because I will need to paint it like in high detail, so that means a lot of like oil highlighting and blending with oil colors, and then edge highlights and all that jazz, right? Well, here. Fantasy Battles of 4K. This one is for Fantasy Battles, dear Qwerty. And Kid Beshkalish, thank you very much for your gifts on TikTok. I appreciate it, brother. What on this pattern? Ocean Folks looks amazing. Only just go to. Do you say coming out for us to buy? Yeah. I will be releasing them as good as Chicken Hatter mentioned. You can either buy them singularly from my cult site, but that's gonna be for, I would say, like more expensive, because they are like asking a lot big task, more than 20%. But you can download them basically for free from my Patreon. As part like tier 2 and higher, so for as much as $5 you will have all these models, and I will be adding more and more every week, every month. So sculpting is my main passion, so I'm sculpting quite a lot, and all other models which I use for terrain, even these weird looking fingers on this base, will be released there. I'm still not done with releasing like the full chaos terrain pieces there, but remaining parts will be done probably tomorrow, hopefully. I'm still missing to upload that hand piece, and I think that's about it. Those windows were reused from my Wintermorn project, so models from that fourth Wintermorn, which was basically the winter set, are already there. So you can retroactively like download all my models. So if you subscribe now, you can go and have a blast downloading. Cults are having huge, they're taking huge commission from every single purchase. It's more than 20%. Have you guys seen the trailer for the new Doom? That looks absolutely amazing. I was so hyped. I was so pumped when I saw that. We're gonna dedicate one extra day in the week. I'm guessing Saturday or maybe Sunday. Saturday I'm with my wife. We are having dates, but probably Sunday or maybe Tuesday or Thursday or other day we're gonna be gaming, because finally I have a good computer and we're gonna be playing some nice games. Definitely Space Marine 2 once it's out, but this Doom should come earlier, isn't it? Always proposition. Hello brother, how is it going today? Hello Andre, I'm doing great, and you? Thank you for asking. Oh, I just remember a question I had yesterday. I was looking for my first 3D print, and you talk about the GK2 a few streams back, but the price is a bit high for my first. Yeah, it's high, but when it comes to failed prints, it's still the best I've seen, because what will outweigh like the price is the satisfaction from the success rate it has, because other printers, I do not know how the competition or the like lower price printers are right now. But what is the biggest benefit of GK2 is that it's have this heating system on the resin, and low temperature resin is the #1 reason of failed prints. So whenever your print fails, there is like an 80% chance that it was because the resin was cold. And if you live in a not so warm country like I do, well, can't say that Slovakia is specifically cold country, but like a good part of the year we have like about what 5 degrees and windy and rainy, so the room temperature can go down, right? So this is the #1 reason. And I'm telling you, right now you probably cannot imagine it, but there is nothing more frustrating than looking forward to your print. So imagine you open your eyes in the morning and first thing you're gonna check before you say hello to your family or have something to eat or go to the bathroom, you're gonna check how is your model going, right? Because you're looking forward. Then you open the lid and you see it failed, and it's fucking devastating. And not only it failed, but now you need to clean the mess, like start again, and now you wasted a lot of money on resin. Well, a lot of money, but you wasted money, which could be spent on other stuff. You have work to do and clean it, and then start it again, and then wait another set of hours. I had 2 Anycubics before, and for the small models they were okay, they were not failing that much. However, for the big models it had a high fail rate, especially because that heating system. So you know what I used to do? Why is this side of my apron going always up? Stupid. Good. So I used to like almost, well, I would not say boil the resin before, but I used to like put it in the pot of almost boiling water and surround it with boiling water, so the temperature of resin would go to the 30 degrees and above, just to secure that the print will have a success. And what you need to do depends on where you're gonna print it. It's also important. If you will print at home, so that let's say you are living in an apartment, you need to close the window for the maintaining of the room temperature. Once you close the window, now you have the vapors, and that's another advantage what the GK2 have. It has this carbon filter in behind. Now, it might look like that I'm trying to sell a printer, and I was talking about it before, that my sponsorship deal with GK2 ended 6 months ago. So now I am no sponsored, for the record, and I'm talking from my own head, so to say. And I'm telling you that printer is awesome. Maybe, guys, if you know, do any other printer have this automatic heating system? Mao, if you're planning to play Space Marines 2, I can be your +1 co-op. My friends are not into Warhammer, so well, yeah, I'm into it, definitely. But we are playing chaos, brother, nothing else. I'm currently using Creality. Hello One. It's really cheap now and does its job. It's a bit small. Creality has its own printer? Is that a new one? Or I'm out of date, or how to say it? I'm not up to date, it seems like. I didn't know that Creality have a printer. I will be buying another GK2, but for my own money. Because right now I have kind of high printing schedule. I'm not totally addicted to it. Yes, I am totally addicted to 3D printing. It's the most amazing thing about this hobby. Still, after 2 years of printing, I'm flabbergasted by the fact that there is a machine which can manifest your literally ideas and thoughts and spawns of your imagination into the real world. It's beautiful, it's mesmerizing, and I've never ever before been so baffled by the human invention. This was literally like I've never been more happy in hobby than once I learned how to 3D print. If right now, the time machine exists and I will travel and tell my 9-year-old self, which was, or sorry, 9, maybe 10-year-old, which was sculpting, like attempted to digital sculpt models for Warcraft 3, and tell myself that one day, not that there will be existing machine which is printing, but you will own one, that would be the happiest day of my life so far. And we are still in the diapers when it comes to potential of this technology. So probably in a few years there will be like printers which will print in literally minutes, maybe a seconds. Anybody else is dead hyped about 3D printing? Oh, it's wonderful. I'm so happy about it. Don't get me wrong, I love physical sculpting because before I started digitally sculpting, I was a physical sculptor, and it has its own magic that you will like sit down and you have your putty and then start creating stuff with your hands. But the potential which digital sculpting and printing opened, it's something which cannot be compared. We have some chat going on TikTok. Do you ever sell any trending media? Yeah, brother. This is my work, so I sell everything what I made. I keep for myself only the best pieces. For example, this Nurgle stuff which we're doing, this is for myself right now. But the lava set, for example, which you see, was for a client, and I'm really passionate about creating these things, so I'm here for this creative aspect of this thing, because every set and every like miniature I sculpt or make is a little journey for me, and I love every single second of it. Chaos for the win, yeah, definitely. PvP will be interesting, yeah, Space Marine 2 will be good. I hope they will not screw it, but so far what I've seen, it looks absolutely amazing. Good products are good products, no shame to share your opinion. I was just surprised by the cost, gonna wait a bit longer to get, if I fall in love with it. Yeah, maybe, then first printer, buy a cheap one. I've seen that Anycubic is selling this €150 printer just for you to acquire the basic knowledge about it, how to like level the axes, how to work with resin, once it's printed, how to like clean the supports, how to cure the model, and once you're comfortable with your skills, maybe then consider upgrading. If you are satisfied with medium and small models which that can produce, then why not? Actually, I was thinking some time ago that I will buy this little printer, either this Anycubic or other, and like for my kids, but like not for my kids to play with, but to print whatever they like download or whatever I make them. And we would have it at home. Okay, so enough rambling. We are done with the metallic parts, and now let's give it a few seconds to dry, because I see that I almost licked the brush with metallics on it. No, that's a big no. Now brush licking is good part of the hobby, but be careful about metallic ones. Yeah, I was talking with my friend chemist, and he told me that metallic paints are like containing literally like grinded metal pieces, and these pieces, once you either inhale them, like through airbrush is the worst, but for example going on your tongue, these residual metals might never leave your body. This is something which you really don't want to do. This is the last thing you need. Okay, let me show you the abomination which we created. Oh no, I forgot. Let's do one last thing to wash is the club, and I forgot the brown contrast paints at my studio, so we have to go with the heavy sepia ink just to give it a little bit tone. Look, okay, this is good. This is supposed to be a sepia ink, but it's completely brown. No objections. But imagine you want sepia and you have browns instead. Well, how can this be marked as sepia? Isn't sepia supposed to be like this darkish orange? Right. Let me quickly do the club and then I will talk to you while this is drying. It doesn't matter if we hit the metal parts. It's gonna be also anyway obscured with the old washes. So, by the way, I took a nap. Like I took 30-minute nap after the workout at like 6 p.m. So that's why I'm so fresh today. And this is what I will be doing from now on before every stream. Because when I'm tired, I cannot even speak. And I want to speak. I want to talk to you guys. Like before lunch, I was streaming from my other studio on TikTok. Just like we were gluing this Necron monolith, and I was bitching like old sailor. It's so bad, dude. Like I hate gluing like GW kits because it unnecessarily is so complicated to put together. So there's this monolith, it's like a Titan equivalent of the Necron stuff, and imagine there is like a, so it's like half pyramid, and on top there is this ball of, I suppose it's some kind of like heavy weapon, and there's a bug, like it looks like a centipede which like crawls around it, and I guess operating it. And guess how many parts this bug consists of? Like this bug could be 2 pieces at max on the sprue. Take a wild guess, and then I will tell you, because we counted it. Okay, I'll tell you. 27 parts. Again, I'm sticking to my theory. Now let's put a tinfoil hat on, that by doing these sprues and gluing so complicated, they are somehow explaining their insane pricing politics. And imagine there are some people who loves it. Well, there's nothing wrong about it, because if I have to buy it for my own money, I kinda understand that you will feel kind of weird spending 200 euro for a model which you will not spend few hours building it. But as a commission artist, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And drinking Nurgle every morning is the way. Guys, once you try all washes, you're never going back to Nurgle. And I certainly do not recommend drinking anything oil-based or solvent-based. That would not go nicely through your body. You remember last stream where we were painting this big diorama base when we did the like gray oil tone on the rocks? It was so stupid and totally unnecessary. I wiped it off. So we spent a good part, like what, 20 minutes doing something which should not even be done, but okay. I guess we have to learn. So on this piece we will not replicate the grayish scale. Alright, let's talk for a second while this dry. Let me just blow it with the hairdryer for a quick second. What are you guys saying? I like the idea of 3D printing, but I don't have the space to actually accommodate one, never mind the ventilation issues when printing resin. Yeah, that's a thing that you need, like ideally a whole room to be dedicated to the printing. Because like resin vapors are like a real deal. It's really nasty stuff, and I get, you know, some things you can get away with. For example, like airbrushing with acrylics without the mask if you're doing like not long sessions and just one thing's okay, be it. Well, worst thing, you will have like a colored buggers in your nose. But resin vapors are not fun to deal with, especially when we don't know what the impact will be. So it can be that some people are saying that these like vapors, these residuals are also staying in your body, like maybe forever, and we don't know the impact, so it may be like a cancer also. When I'm working with resin, I leave no like stones unturned, or how to say it. So I wear the mask, I wear gloves, I'm in a ventilated room. I'm never in a room when I'm printing, even if I have a GK2, so there's a carbon filter behind. And despite that, I will just cover it with blanket every time I leave the room. And once next day I'm coming there, I will just open the window doors and properly ventilate it, and I have the air cleaner. Pomalej, dělám si poznámky. You're making notes about what? You can like tell me what I need to slow down about. Czech is hard, yeah. Czech and Slovak is hard language, really. And it's so cool that we understand each other like fluently. Like if you're Slovak, you like know Czech from like basically from the young age, because we are watching like across either cartoons or the movies, and it's vice versa. With Polish, it's we understand, at least me. I understand a lot, but I cannot speak, right? But I understand something at least. One of your fingers is probably too Necron wide, no wonder it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, well, I was showing it on the camera, actually, the comparison, because on the other studio I have just my face camera, so people see my face and just the parts of my stuff, so I was literally comparing like my thumb with the models and how tiny they are. It's unbelievably small, unbelievably small. Okay, let's move. Let's get rid of palette for now, and then we'll reuse our pre-mixed washes from the last session. And there's a chance that a good chunk of it already evaporated, because all the solvents are evaporating quickly, so we will like refill it at least a bit, or maybe that was too much. We'll see. And we're gonna coat the whole model with this. Give it a few seconds to dry. Let me just make a quick mental notes what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be washing it, right? Then we're gonna be swiping it. Once we're done with swiping, we're gonna be dry brushing with for the stone parts, so these fingers, parts of the rock. Then once it's dry, we're We can apply pigments and the grass tufts at last. Oh, please remind me if I forget something, because this is which I always do. I always forget something. Očišćen zveznom cenio informacijki. Yeah. It's guys who you are like or interested in 3D printing and are complete like beginners. I have to say that from the start, it's take it as a whole new hobby, which definitely is. You need to learn a lot, but the results are worth it. Trust me. I would like to start Warhammer with Skavens, but it's pricey. That's why 3D printers go brrr, you know. And you have even a lot of 3D printing companies which will print your models for you, and it's not that expensive. It will be still like at least half cheaper than the new models you would buy. And I still like stand behind my words. Many amateur models are better than what Games Workshop produce. Still, this apron is falling down. For me, it's hard to understand Slovakian, but my wife gets it a little. Yeah, it's a different language, but majority of the words I understand them. I dig kurva bober. That's my favorite video. Oh, this boy will be diluted. Oh, yeah, you think so? That I made it like too thin? Let me check. Let us do a quick. Oh no, it's good. It's good. So okay, once I start, let's continue. So not promoting anything, but the new model with the fourth version of Age of Sigmar looks dope. Yes, they released video like a couple hours ago, or am I just behind? I've seen it, and I love the Skaven Abomination which they did. Don't get me wrong, like their models look awesome. They look awesome. My point was that many amateur sculptors or professional sculptors which are doing like the rogue models are good as well. And in fact, my next commission, my next fantasy commission, which will start next week, is the huge Skaven set. That's gonna be something you've never seen. I can promise you that. My reputation is at stake, so you can be assured that it's gonna be awesome. And part of this commission is also a sculpting of a like a huge Skaven Abomination. We are talking about like a big model. And if I do all the preparations right, we might do it on a Friday stream. We may start on a Friday stream. Now, I cannot guarantee I will definitely not finish it within one stream, because that's gonna be a lot of hours to sculpt. But this new Abomination which they released, what was in the trailer, it gave me a lot of inspiration. Do you know the lore about Gorich? The newly released hero for Total War. It was basically a Khorne Berserker who failed Archaon's orders and did a reckless charge, which all Berserkers do basically. So Archaon punished him by sending his like damaged body to the Wrath the Unclean. Oh no, sorry, what's the name of this Skaven? From the Molder. This biggest like architect of the Abominations. Anyway, so they sent it to him, and he created, he made him like this undead monster. He's like a rat ogre berserker, and he looks absolutely awesome. So we will be maybe doing something that we'll take inspiration from that. My internet purchases were best purchase yet. Definitely agree. It's a very good investment. If I dip in out and work out, the secretaries sometimes need pop off for a bit. No worries, brother. I'm glad you're here. Very true, 3D printing models are beautiful a lot of time. People are really passionate. It's true. It's Wrath the Unclean. Oh yeah, okay, good. He has 3 arms, if I remember correctly, right? So he was basically making an experiment, and he wanted to create this more intelligent rat ogre, and he did. So basically Gorich kept his intelligence, so all his mind was intact. Maybe he went a little bit more crazy, and he got this unstoppable body. So once he woke up, the lore says that he was so angry that he starts thrashing around, as all berserkers do, right? And he finally did fought its way up in Skaven Blight. No, actually, it was in a hell pit. So it was a Clan Molder base, the second biggest Skaven city. And he fought his way up to the arena, and he started absolutely slaughtering everything in his path. And instead of other Skavens killing him, he was so amusing to them that he quickly rose in a rank, grew in the ranks of Skaven and became a leader. So right now he's one of the generals, and through the very much unhappiness of Throat, because he was not expecting that, he wanted to make a servant, not a leader. He is now his competition basically. So Gorich now leads a Skaven armies to the battle, and it's official lore, I believe. And Gorich does not have a tabletop model yet, but in Total War 3 they made him model, and it looks awesome. I believe it was like one of those recent additions, right? He's maybe like what, 6 months old, probably, maybe a bit older or younger. Right, so right now we are washing this lovely gentleman. It was supposed to be an Etin. Etin is this cursed two-headed giant. We may change his name a bit. So I like a plagued giant. That should be name of this creature. And maybe I will be releasing more variants to it, or the other of its kind. Okay, let's do a quick check if we targeted everything. Seems like yes. I give it a quick blast with hairdryer, and then we can start swiping it away. By the way, for those who were not here, this base, we built it on stream like a week ago. So we built it from scratch. And for those who are interested, you can rewatch it. I'm sorry, I will turn you. Okay, now I'm back. Let's give it a few moments to dry. I mean, well, we'll prepare a few makeup sponges. So, I think it came out towards the end of Warhammer 2 with Clan Molder experimental ability, but yeah, you are right. So that means it's old, right? That's way more than 6 months old. I know for a fact that he came out as... they're releasing every year this month of corn, this special event, so he was part of that. And funny thing, lore-wise, about him, that even though he now leads Skaven, he don't worship the horned rat, but he worship corn still. And it's a very interesting concept of Skaven worshipping other gods. I was having impression for a long time that Clan Morse and Plaguemans are worshipping Nurgle, but apparently not. They are still worshipping Horned Rat. For those who don't know what I'm doing right now, I am duplicating these makeup sponges, and because if you use this whole sponge, it's a waste of material. Basically, you can split them in half for double the effect. Also, I need one more cup to have a clean solvents in there. And again, we are working in oil, so I'm wearing gloves. This is important. Don't touch anything oil with your bare hands. Soren is saying, hello my friend. Hello brother. You live anywhere else or just here? You live? Ah, okay. Going to be working soon. I wanted to see if you are on Twitch. Brother, I am on YouTube right now simultaneously, so it's the same Artifex Maho, link in my bio. It's Artifex Maho everywhere, and you can rewatch my streams anytime. And I was supposed to be live on Twitch today, but I still haven't set up the profile properly. So I guess, I hope Friday definitely will start there. So it will be also Artifex Maho. Look nasty, love it. Yeah. I need Edgar champion on horseback, but I really can't sculpt one. Well, no worries, mate. You can search online, and I'm sure there will be some already sculpted by someone else. It looks amazing already before, and there's just the start. Some nice character coming from it. Well, thank you very much. Okay, let's start swiping. I need another glove. I don't have another glove. Last stream I bonked my head. It's so unfortunate because I have this bright lamp from NeoFT which is like blasting through my eyes and I don't see what is above, and I just bonk my head right in the sharp corner of my like this, whatever the name of the thing is. So I cursed a bit. Okay, let me see here if I have another glove. No, I don't. Just guys, give me a second and I will look around. Foki, gdje si mi dal rukavicu? Gdje si mi dal rukavicu? No, okay, I will be careful. My dog loves chewing on these gloves, so he stole a lot of them. So right now I will have dirty fingers. Fuck, I hate touching oil, so I'll do my best not to like dirty my hands. And oil paints are not going off of your skin. It's very hard to clean them, so that's where is my trash here? We have trash can be here. So let's keep swiping. And it nicely covered all our like I should call them spillings from the airbrush, which were not supposed to be on the rocks. But good thing, the miracle of oil washes did its part and it just fixed my mistake. What dog do you have? I have Dachshund. I have this mischievous little lovely bastard. I love him. His Dachshunds are the best. Probably this summer we will have another one. So he has a little friend. He's now sleeping on the couch beside me. Usually my wife takes him when I stream to the bedroom, but today he didn't want to go, he wanted to stay with me. And during the day he always keeps me company. when I'm either editing photos or digitally sculpting in the afternoon. He always sleeps behind my chair behind me, so that's why you see him on the videos when I'm recording, because he's always near me. On the last video he started biting me because for some reason he wanted to play. It was funny because I was talking and he was trying to chew on me. So again, look how nicely the oil washes are creating both highlights and shades. Look how beautiful it looks. We're not gonna focus on this plague giant today, because I will have to do a lot of manual painting on him. So there'll be a lot of airbrushing. Now with proper airbrush, of course, not this cheap little thing we tried on the beginning of stream. Either we will paint him on stream, or I will do it like off stream and record the footage, and I will be releasing a comprehensive video on YouTube about it. What I will do soon, however, while we dry brush, I will also touch his horns. That we can do definitely. What is the chat saying? Does oil paint always need wiping? Or yeah, most of the times yes. Some people do not wipe it off, but I prefer to do so because it's creating highlights for you. Look how beautiful effects this is creating. You can never achieve this with acrylic washes. Okay, I broke the chain from the end of this club. Well, that happens. Someone asked at the beginning of the stream if I ever broke brushes because of misusing my power. Well, no, brother, brushes no, but I break models quite frequently. And right now our streams are slowly building some kind of structure, and all Friday streams will always be a sculpting ones. So on Fridays we're gonna be creating new stuff digitally, and Monday and Wednesdays will be building and painting. Yeah, that's true. He always demands attention. I'm always saying that it's like our third kid. I never had a dog before. I always wanted one, but never had it. This is our first dog, and I instantly fell in love with it. It's such a lovely creature. Okay, still wiping it. And as you can see here, for example, it's tainted by the contrast paint, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it with pigments. And on some parts I will be swiping furthermore with the help of the solvents, with our odorless solvent. Last time I was ranting about how badly the Conrad trilogy ended. Guys, have you read Conrad trilogy fantasy book series? I would say it's okay. I liked all three books except the ending of the third book. It's, for the record, is the worst ending of any book I ever read. everything like led to ultimate climax, which didn't happen, and I'm not used to that. Like, I'm used to like sad endings. I don't mind them. I prefer happy endings, but I can handle sad endings. But no ending or open-end ending is something which I hate with passion. That was so bad. I totally want to spoil it for you, but I will not do it. I want to do it, but I can't do it. I'm leaving. Good night, everyone, and good luck with the painting, bro. Well, brother, good night, and I'm glad you were here. Hope I see you on a Friday one. Man, best friend for a reason. Yeah, definitely. The dog. It's true love. I mean, this little creature is displaying like literally a true love, like conditionless love, and it makes me happy every time. You know, when he destroys something or chew on the cables or stuff, you almost like have a notion to be mad at him, but it just I cannot. I cannot. Okay, we are swiping and swiping. And now I will fetch the thinner and we'll be swiping even more. And then we're gonna fetch ourselves a green oil wash and do the mushrooms, even on his head. Okay, quick check. Pitche, sorry, it fell. Could we have something like this for now? It looks pretty toned down, but no worries. We're gonna enhance the shades furthermore. Oh, sorry, the highlights furthermore. To bylo první setkání s Warhammerem. What? I'm behind. What was your first met with Warhammer? The Conrad? You read it? Oh, I'm far behind. My French bulldog also sits under my painting, doesn't bite me. Nice! These creatures are so lovely. Good luck with the painting, bro. Thank you, Jakub. Good night, bro. This is how I convinced my wife to get a dog. That's true. It's like dogs will always be better than cats. Always. Like dog love you more. I suppose even if we are fighting, the dog will always be happy to see her. It's true. I mean, like, imagine the situation. You come home and nobody is more happy to see you than your dog. I mean, you see the true happiness in his little eyes. This little creature loves you, loves everything about you. How can you be mad at him? How? How? Knihy Konrad. Oh, you read it. Do you like the ending? Tell me. Tell me, Madhazar. Do you like the ending of Konrad? Do you remember it? I mean, I like his character and everything that happened in that book until the end. And those are quite old, those books. They're from, I believe, early 2000s or like late 90s. Well, for those who don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm applying solvent to our oil-washed piece so we can swipe it even more. But right now, I need to be careful because if I am too aggressive, I can wipe primer. So I need to tone down my power. So And as you can see, his teeth and claws and everything will be manually brushed with a... no, I will do it in acryls and then I will blend with oils. Look, we will swipe his back furthermore. I love the noses. Thank you. We just cut slave how the dog is so happy and loyal to. That's true. Cat always have this like pompous look, and you see it in its eyes that it thinks that he's the master. Dog, no, he is loyal. Some time ago, it was like almost 2 months ago, I was walking in, and I'm not like allowing him to be off leash when I'm in my like apartment complex outside, but when we go to the forest, because I live under the hill, so I let him loose. And we were playing. Floki is the name of my dog, was in the bushes, and suddenly I hear like a growl, like deep growl, like "Rrr." And my Floki like immediately sprinted from the bushes and like came running to me with like total fear in his eyes. And suddenly from the bushes, like really large dog, like this almost, it was a mix between Akita Inu and these huge shepherd dogs, like started like charging him, and it has like this madness in his eyes that he wanted to hurt him like really badly. So Floki ran to me, and like almost like near my leg, this dog came with gaping open mouth and he wants to like clap him. So Floki just ran to my feet, and I luckily I was like really fast and glad that I didn't miss. I managed to kick this dog in his mouth. Like I gave him like this powerful push kick in the snout. It was maybe like a tenth of a second before he would like bite him, but he would probably kill him because he was a large dog, really like maybe 50-60 kilo dog. So I kicked him in the nose, and then like pushed him back, and then I kicked him again and started like screaming at him. And this dog luckily got scared and like ran away. And I've never been so afraid in my life. I was so, not for me, fuck me, no. I was worried about Floki, because if I wasn't like that lucky with the kick, he would kill him. And that was so terrifying. And since that moment something changed, because before he was like, Floki was loyal and everything, but it's a dachshund, so they are kind of disobedient and, you know, they're doing their own stuff. But from that moment something changed, and he like started to see me differently, like a protector. So yeah, I'm glad that we were lucky that we managed the situation evolve as it was. So I immediately like called the police on this dog, because this dog was apparently like on a loose, but it has no collar or anything. And I don't even know how it ended, if they catch him or not, but luckily I've never seen him again. Dogs are best, like letting your dad get you like that. Come on, you are prime, get over that emo face. Well, what were you talking about? Hey, Night Lords are cool. Ето дама пантези, че съм таки. Yeah, well, Gotrek and Felix is way different, way better than Conrad. Like, it has at least has some point and end. But Conrad ended like without anything, and there is no further lore written about him. So we don't know what happened to him. Opsi, one of after the dogs are peg animals, they realize they're protectors and alpha. The other dog, neither want none of you, brother. Who knows the alpha? Well, if I haven't been lucky with that kick, probably he will attack me and I would lose. So it was really lucky from my side that I managed to like powerfully kick him into the snow. It was a good kick, I have to say. I bet that he felt it the next day. If you could only choose one, what do you choose? Valiant, Citadel, Army Painter or AK? Definitely AK, but AK does not have contrast paints. Army Painter, no, not at all. I'm using only a few paints from Army Painter, but very situationally. Citadel, I'm only using contrast paints, and AK Interactive everything else. But there is one brand of the colors. It's a new brand. They sent me their stuff to review a few weeks ago. The name of the company is Monument Hobbies. And I did not get paid for this. That's not a promotion. It was just like tested, you know. And I have to say, they are slightly better than AK. And I think they have really bright future before them. I will show you on a stream someday, because they are very smooth in airbrushing. They cover well. In fact, this piece was primed. This ivory color, which we used as a Zenithal prime, was from them, and there were like no splatters. It diluted so well in the airbrush. So guys, check them out. I highly recommend it. Monument Hobbies. I am not affiliate. I don't have any money from it. I'm just speaking from the experience. Very good. Very good colors. And they have these larger bottles. Unfortunately, I don't have them here in this studio. I have it in my bigger studio. But I will definitely show you on a stream how to prove it, to prove my statement. But besides that, AK is the golden standard. You cats are remembering the times when they had 3 meters and a saber tooth. Yeah, that's true. But if you take it from this perspective, like wolves were also bigger back then, slightly bigger. Okay, so we are done with swiping. We have something like this. Look how well it is already shaded. Now we're gonna dry brush. Let me just do a quick assessment of the situation. Alright, yeah, we good. We good, now we're dry brushing. So, let's fetch ourselves a dry brushing palette, which is right here. And the color what we used last time was, if I remember correctly, the silver gray. Yes. So, it's AK for now. I probably use Vallejo, it's a good price for what it's capable of. But if you haven't checked, if you haven't tried AKs, AKs are better than Vallejo, in my opinion. Also, not sponsored, speaking from experience. Beautiful scalp now. Thank you very much. Was it this color though? Was it silver gray? We'll try. I think yes. I'm against animal cruelty, but that was necessary by a similar situation. Was the person being attacked, dog was jawlock in her arm, saw a thumb in the eye, will stop any dog. Well, definitely if you're protecting your family and your dog. Well, for the record, I would do the same to a human. If any human would try to harm my dog, it would get the same treatment. As Iron Warriors would say, a judgment of iron. Okay, yeah, it was this color. So right now we are dry brushing, so we are going after the rock parts. Oh, I've done the 2, it sounds like amazing little soul. Yeah, it is. I love it. What scale dolls are we pleasing with the miniature today? Oh, we are pleasing Papa Nurgle. This is his special army. Hey everybody, hello Dubstay style. So, still dry brushing. Let me just be careful now. You see it properly. I will lock my hands here and go after all these rocks. And once we're done with dry brushing, we are going straight to the pigments and then we are applying the grass. Last stream we were testing these grass tufts from Gamer Grass, and I think I can say for everyone who was here that we instantly fell in love with them. I've never tried them before. They sent me a box to try, also not sponsored, and we review it live, and it was absolutely amazing. So we'll be using them today too. Now, I used to make my own grass tufts, but after I tried that one, I am never going back to creating my own. I will show you, no worries. We'll use the same ones, which was like these larger swamp tufts. Yeah, I know what we forgot. I was not supposed to dry brush, but we were supposed to paint mushrooms. Okay, so maybe we'll switch the order a bit. You see, my memory is total shit. Okay, well, I don't think it minds that much. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, way more mushrooms than we had last time, and way more skulls. So I need to give them attention too. But mostly they're gonna be obscured with the pigments, so they will blend nicely. There are a few recesses here on the upper side. Okay, so from now on we will not be touching the big guy, and we will focus on the base. Big guy first needs it oil paints to be dry, so we can do. Oh, maybe horns. Yeah, horns will be dry brushed with this. I will come to this one day. I don't have so much experience, so I went beginner friendly, and what I have read is AK is a little bit harder to control, but I definitely give AK a try. They are very opaque, and that's why I love them, because I prefer more opaque paints, so I can dilute them, rather than have already diluted paints and have trouble building up to the opaqueness. So I prefer like that. But these colors from Monument Paint are, I would say, slightly better than AKs in this, that they are a little bit more diluted and yet opaque, if you know what I mean. So I was surprised how well the Airbrush took them. Probably I've never seen so smooth coat of airbrushing besides the inks, and they cover better than inks, I can say. Yeah. So give it a nice dry brush on the horns. This is why I sculpt with heavily textured. Everything I sculpt digitally has this heavy texture, so you can dry brush it and save yourself a lot of time. Now many sculptors are sculpting with smooth surfaces. I do not like that. It's absolutely not beginner friendly. So if beginner will get a grip of such model with a lot of smooth surfaces, it will look like shit. because you'll need to be a good painter in order to blend colors well, so it looks good, right? Okay, we have something like this. Yeah, that guard is good. Good models for beginners, definitely. And overall, like painting chaos, especially Nurgle, is perfect because you can literally, as you said, make a mess and it still looks good. I don't like making or painting clean models, so I stay away from human models, from elves and such, because I prefer these monsters, because dirt is part of the war, right? So quick green oil wash in a few seconds, and then we're gonna proceed with the pigments, and then we apply the tufts. Okay. This is what we have right now. I'll leave the brush away. I will fetch my oil palette for a change. This, I will fetch our green olive palette. I just finished my Typos mini bag, one of the first I ever painted. I was so stressed to mess him up. Well, I'm happy that we finish it, and I bet it looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah, great mind melting. Definitely painting models will like bring you to better mind, better thoughts, definitely. So, we have our green wash. Let's fetch ourselves a oil brush such as this. And I would not need that much, so just a drop of solvent. Okay, let's test this out. No, it's too light, so more. Now this color is Kohinoor. Very good oil paints. Very good oil paints. Okay, let's go on first target the upper mushroom, also like this. For the record, this was supposed to be done before dry brushing, but I'm stupid and I forgot. So we switch the order a bit. Now I'm dry brushing these little mushrooms here, right? This is an excellent way to paint mushrooms. If you want to paint bright, you know, red and purple mushrooms, it's a lot of work. Now painting a Nurgle green mushrooms is way more fun and it's way easier. So give it a nice quick coat of this oil wash. I will hair dry it because once we're applying pigments we don't want it to be wet and oily, right? Okay. Okay, I can put this away for a second. Give it a nice blow from hairdryer. Just give me a couple of seconds. We have an amazing teacher here to learn a new skill from, so the techniques he gave us, I know it will be like a sponge. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I will teach you a lot. We have a lot to show you. It seems like a great journey to learn techniques. Yeah, with me you have like the certainty that I will teach you like the techniques which are enjoyable, because this is my main like main aim, even it rhymes, in this hobby, to make it as enjoyable as possible. So that's why I chose techniques which people can enjoy, so you can come back with a smile and be ready for more. So quick swipe of these mushrooms, such as these, and now let's do the pigments. So we have something like this. Sorry. Opa. Well, thank you very much for subscribing, brother. Okay, fetch the pigments, and this time I will put a towel underneath our giant, because last time I needed to clean the pigments from this silicone mat, and it wasn't that pleasure. So let's drop a few. We are using olive, or this one from Vallejo. So this is actually good product from Vallejo, very good product from Vallejo, I have to say. But when it comes to pigments, you can grind your own from the chalks. I was showing you on a video. Bro, you're so good at this. Well, thank you very much, Garcia, for that. Hodně zdarov ten díl, musím končit a určitě se někdy vrátím, díky. Well, brother, thank you for being here. If you want, you can rewatch it in the archive. So now I'm like grabbing this brush and I'm slowly applying the pigments here and there on a few parts, and now I will be spreading them further. So we create these moss-like olive effect, and since some of the parts of the oils are not fully dry, this is what we are aiming for, because it creates these lovely blends, such as here. You see it? Do you see it? How it's changed the color? And immediately it transforms itself to this dark moss. And besides the fact that it looks absolutely amazing, it also secured them in place. So they will never go away. They will never go away. And building this base was also fun. Look, I'll show you something. Wait. Can you hear it? That's the loose sand which we locked forever inside. So it will rattle forever. Because this is basically a cork bark, for those who have not seen it. It's a cork bark, like super glued together with the gravel, and there are a few like hollow spaces underneath, and some sand was locked there, so it will rattle forever. Okay, still applying the pigments, as you see. If you apply too much, just wipe it, try to wipe it off aggressively. That's okay. I will not cover his legs with the pigment because I will be painting them later, so we'll fix the like we'll apply more pigments once this plague giant is done. And for now we focus more on the base. Well, we'll apply tufts very soon. Also here a bit. Nice. Notice I like stick to skulls on this hill. It's like building such diorama bases is like placing an Easter eggs. You don't remember where you put everything, and then you will like rediscovering it while you paint it, and you can have a good giggle about it. Okay, look. Oh, it's better. No, it's way better. And now it's time for applying the tufts. So, I'll put this paper towel away. Now I can take off my glove. Look how sweaty my arms are. Hands, sorry. Okay, and I will fetch the graphs. Don't go anywhere. I will be right here. Meanwhile, look at this brother and think of some nice name. How we gonna name him? In fact, I can't see shit in the dark, so I will fetch the whole box of... Okay, you can't see it. Never mind. So now I need to figure out which we used on the previous one. So we used this one, yeah, these ones, and the bright moss. These three we'll be using today. Let's start with the big one, and again I'm missing a toothpick. So the situation repeats itself, but meanwhile I will open it. And in a few seconds I will fetch a toothpick. Bear with me, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm here. We got a toothpick. We got ourselves a toothpick. Now, let's fetch the tweezers, which are here, and let's start having fun applying these tufts. So first one will go immediately here. And look how good they look. Have you ever seen anything like this before in a tuft world? Because I didn't, and it looks absolutely amazing. How many times did I say that today? Well, I can't help myself. I love this hobby. So almost everything seems amazing. So now we maybe won't use so many of them as we did before, and maybe we'll give a chance to the smaller ones. And so they are not sticking. No. Okay, so again, super glue. We need to open one. Do I have one? No. Give me a second. Okay, this is a fresh super glue. Seeing you putting those guys is satisfying as hell. Well, thank you, brother, and I can assure you that also gluing them is satisfying. And notice something which I'll show you once I'm done with these grass tufts. Okay, this is the big one, so apply it here, right above the skulls. So we are aiming for the swampy base, right? So our theme is like a ruined swamp, bog. So that's why we are choosing this scheme. I have only one pack of this, so I will not like overdo it. So maybe one in here to this crevice. So yeah, guys, these tufts are for gamers grass and they're absolutely amazing. I do recommend you to check them out. They sent me these for testing and I recommend 10 out of 10. I'll be definitely buying more of these. Definitely. Okay, one can grow right from this stone finger. Such as this. Okay. So we have them. Maybe one here. Screw it. We'll apply as many as we want. Oh, this one is too big. Wait. This is too big. The way how they made these tufts is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'm in this business for 10 years and I've never seen such awesome... Because it's not just like a straight grass, they're like these little stars of the grass which creating these like a shrubs, like a... you know, these shrubs which are like located near the water. So this is what we're getting. Okay, let's save this for later. So we're gonna be now gluing the other one. Like this. And I'm still missing one more. Okay, now close this one. Would call him Jojo. Okay. And we have also this tall grass. No, not yet. I want Snotty as a name. Snotty, nice. Small energy stone. Yes, you're right. However, I need a bit more space between his toes because I'll still be painting them later. But after that, definitely I'm gonna put some. Okay, now let's apply these bright ones. Come on, guys, think of some epic name. Something which invokes fear in his enemy's eyes. I mean, I know that Nurgle loves all its creations. However, he needs to be feared by his enemies. So something like Gottmore, the twice cursed, or something like that. Come on, bring it on. Okay, one will go here. One here, so I have still space to paint it. One in this opening. Like this, right? Now we have a lot of space down here. So one is going to in here. One near this mushroom, and also these are excellently done. Look how small they are. And now we have a big opening in here, so one is going near this skull. let's choose this one here. Alright. We have 3 skulls near each other, so let's break them down a bit and apply grass in here. Either before I think. Bloodghast Gardener of Nurgle. Well, that's better. That's better. Keep it coming. And one bright one will be here. Oh, this is... Look how big he is. So, just for context, this is a regular Crookling, which is like the infantry unit, right? So, he's absolutely massive, right? So this creature, once it's like walk on a battlefield, it will inflict immense fear in its opponent. By the way, have you seen the animations for a Plague Giant in Total War? He's like brushing his leg and he farts on his opponent. That's so well done. These guys who made Total War 3, these animators, did exceptional, phenomenal job on both sculpting the models, animating them, giving them life. Like, really big kudos to them. You know what's terrifying when you think about it? Like, great unclean one. Like, I'm thinking about this animation where he like turn around, bend over, and starts like blasting diarrhea of Nurglings on its opponents, and this is absolutely terrifying if you think about it. Now, it may sound silly and funny, but think of it this way. Imagine you are in this fantasy world and you are a well-trained fighter, you are a noble knight or noble footman who trained martial arts throughout all his life. It's honorable and brave fighter, and you face something like that on a battlefield. Now imagine that a giant rotting fat demon will shit on you. I mean, it sounds funny, but it's absolutely horrifying. It's horrifying. That's one thing, and the other thing is that whenever these guys touch you, you are cooked. Not even you have a scratch, you are just in the near proximity of them, you're done, you're dead, because you will be like inflicted with the plague. Nurgle is terrifying. I mean, this is... The more you think about it, the more horrifying that is. Yeah, it's definitely more terrifying than Khorne. I mean, I'd rather be hacked to pieces by some Khorne berserker than dying, on a horrible plague. How about you guys? Because when it comes to Khorne, it's a pretty quick way to go, right? They do not like revel in a torture or anything. They will just have a quick way with you. Grab your skull, offer it to the throne. But Nurgle, no. You are going very slowly, my friend, and painfully. Unless you embrace his lovely arms and become one of the plague bearers. He will shit on you and laugh with typical of Nurgle enjoyer. Yeah, definitely. But it's terrifying, think about it. Like, Nurgle have this aesthetics of being like a silly and, a jolly, but I like to like go deep, and I like to like get inside the head of like these guys on the battlefield, because I'm a huge nerd, and I believe you are also. So when I'm reading these books, I try to like to imagine it as vivid as possible, and really to be shot upon by a giant fat demon, that is something horrifying. Because think of it this way, even if you survive, like, oh well, it's just a shit on you, but what will it do? You'll fight the rest of the battle with the Nurgle shit on you? No, it's horrible. I'm laughing, but it's horrible. Now, let's make this tuft on this skull so it looks like it has hair. Yes. You see it? And one more here and we are done. And tomorrow will be grand reveal. Nice. So, let's close the lid here. Notice also that I forgot, not forgot, but I haven't done the chain on the finger. And that is because I'll be like further doing more metallics when I will be rusting it with the oil washes. So for that I need this piece to dry. So I'll give it a couple of days. So probably it's Saturday it's ready. Maybe sooner. And now I want to show you something. Bear with me. So notice this. You see this weird lump, this flat piece which he have on his shoulder. Look, it's a magnet. It's a magnet for a wizard to stand on. And I can do this one, or wait. Wait, there's more. Or I can do this one. This little guy is called the gloom torch. And I'll make one version of a giant rusted shoulder pad. So I can either decide if he is gonna have a wizard on him or he will have a rusted shoulder. Now this is Jestro. Look, I'm painting him his VIP, right? So I'm still not done with the painting of him. But that's another wizard which can be sat upon him. So yeah, I have a lot of fun doing this stuff. Artifex not good at Slanesh. Really? Like Slanesh is... Hope to catch your friends. Gregor, I have to run, need to work tomorrow. This is a very good stream again. This miniature looks so cool. Thank you very much, brother. Hope I catch you on a Friday stream. Definitely, I hope you will be here. See you guys. See you. We'll be done very soon. We're just talking right now. Or every time it hits, it's a boil pops and out comes Nurglings from the woods. Then they explode definitely and they're running for the hill. Yeah, definitely. Oh, the thing is that if you're in near proximity, they are like emanating this poisonous cloud, so even if you're like far away, you still will die because you will get sick. That's cool, awesome work. Well, thank you very much, guys. Looks so good, says Sora, and thank you, bro. You're so good at this. Alright. So, I'm glad this turned out how it did, even though the technical difficulties. So now, don't like look at this giant right now. Let's focus on the base. Like giant will need extra care. So all these boils need to separately be painted. So there's gonna be a lot of edge highlighting, you know, and stuff. I'd rather being poop on than having my skin removed on the spot. Slaanesh do that? But I know that they revel in pain. That's true, but when it comes to like battlefield, they don't have much time to like torture you or stuff. So when they not take you captive, I think you're done quickly, painfully but quickly. But Nurgle, you're going slow, buddy, very very slow and painfully. Khorne is the best when it comes to this. When you're fighting Khorne, you die fast. You die very fast. And some can say painlessly, because when they cut your head off, you are not suffering that much. And yeah, that's it. I would be more scared of Typhus Hyperflies. Yeah, that's a nasty shit. That's a nasty stuff too. Yeah, that's what I love about Warhammer. It's so dark and everything is like a misery and stuff, so it's awesome to be observer from the safe world to like watch and read about a world so miserable such as Warhammer. That's why we all love it. And 40k is even worse. It's even worse, right? Have you watched Iron Within on the Warhammer Plus about the Iron Warriors? If not, very good movie. Give it a chance. So then there is like a war band, raiding band of Drukhari, which are like taking captives for the arenas and to the homunculi. And this is something you don't really want. Nobody would ever. This is one of the worst fates you can like get in 40k universe, or maybe ever. So basically, they take you captive, and these homunculi will make sure that you will never die. So they will pump you with chemicals. They will clone you. They will do everything in their power, so you, according to their words, never know a sweet release of death, and you will be constantly tortured for millennia for their amusement. So they will feed on your terror, they will feed on your pain. It's horrible. That's horrible. Yes, exactly. Andre is saying that no cap, the worst is to be captured by Dark Elves and Slayer. And it was very well written in the Gotrek and Felix in the Elf Slayer book when they were captives by the Druki. So you can get a pretty nice picture what the Druki are capable of doing. Yeah, you don't want to be fleshy sofa for thousands of years. For the millennia, for eternity, there's no sweet release of that. The only chance you will be like released is that somebody will destroy the ship when you are a sofa. Or those damn flies, yeah. Exactly that. Alright guys, so let's wrap this up. So again, this is what we did today. Thank you very much for being here. It means a lot to me. Now, I'm in that spot that I look forward to every single stream, because right now we are building this community and I'm glad that I'm part of this. This is something which I could never dreamed of, that one day I will be here. And I thank you very much for being here. I had a great time and I hope I catch you on Friday stream. So, guys, yeah, with Papa Nurgle there is no pain, just family. Yeah, once you embrace Papa Nurgle, he will gladly embrace you between his ranks. Alright guys, I'm gonna catch some sleep. So glad you've been here and I had a lot of fun. So once again, thank you very much and bye. Have a good one. Have a good night, day,